The Memphis Grizzlies look downright scary without their best player. The news that Ja Morant is not expected to return during the postseason was a gut punch to fans, not only in Memphis but the entire NBA, who hoped to see the most electrifying player in the league show out on the big stage of the NBA playoffs. The Golden State Warriors won Game 4 by locking down on defense and did not take the lead in the game with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, all along when Memphis had the game practically locked down. Meanwhile, in Game 5, the Grizzlies blew out the Warriors out of the water. It was never a close game. At one point, the Grizzlies had up to a 30-point lead. The bigger question here is, are the Grizzlies better without their superstar and all-star Ja Morant? For starters, Morant missed 25 games during the regular season with knee and ankle injuries. In those games, Memphis went 20-5. That's a 65-win pace over an 82-game season. It would be silly to suggest that the Memphis Grizzlies are actually better without Ja Morant, but they are undeniably a different team with him sidelined, and remarkably, that version of the team is just as dangerous. The Grizzlies are a better defensive team without Morant, and let me tell you why. For all the leaps the acrobatic Morant has made offensively, a career best mark from 3 and a personal best 70% at the rim among them, his game leaves something to be desired on the defensive end of the ball, where Memphis simply goes thin and his thin build is still developing and his instincts hold him back. The offense also takes fewer risks and better care of the ball. What makes Morant fun to watch is that he plays like his hair is on fire, but that can also be a detriment at times. Without Ja Morant, guys like Tyus Jones and Kyle Anderson take better care of the basketball. For example, in Game 5, the Grizzlies, their turnover rate was 7.4 compared to the Warriors, who were at 20%. Meanwhile, opposing teams don't know who to focus on defensively. The offense always runs through Morant when he is on the court. Without him, any number of guys will step up and fill in his shoes. For example, in Game 5, Memphis had 3 20-point scorers: Jones, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Desmond Bane, plus another 4 guys in double figures: Dillon Brooks, Brandon Clark, DeAnthony Melton, and Zaire Williams. That means no ISO ball is played as much. Why? Because Ja Morant will always have the ball on his hands and teams know who to lock down defensively. It may sound crazy, absurd, or even wild to think that the Memphis Grizzlies are better without their superstar, Ja Morant. These last 2 playoff games and part of the regular season are proving the Grizzlies can win without Ja.